Good morning. Let's make a matcha. And now, the best part, the goat milk. Good morning, y'all. Thanks for clicking on another video at Jam Pack's Homestead. I'm Jams, and today I just thought I would take y'all on a little journey of what my mornings and evenings have been looking like and probably will look like for the next couple of months. And that's milking my Nigerian dwarf goats. The purpose of me having Nigerian dwarf goats in the first place is just for self-sustainability. I'm really liking making my own cheese and having some milk too for ice cream, baking, making Alfredo sauce, coffee in the morning. It's really versatile. And I've been having Nigerian dwarf goats for the last 4 years. And I've also had standard sizes. The reasons I keep Nigerians is the high butter fat content in the milk. It's anywhere from like a 9 to 12% compared to standard milk can be anywhere from 3 to 4 to 6. And I've had standard sizes. They're great for cheese making. But overall, just in my hot Florida climate, I'm really been enjoying having mini, small Nigerian dwarf goats. So follow me just while I take you through a relaxed morning with them. I'm only milking 2 does at the present moment. I have 4 in milk or 5 in milk. I'm gonna add a third one to my program tonight after I sell her wether earlier in the day. So yeah, I'm just gonna take a walk here and enjoy the rest of my matcha before I go out into the barn. First things first is when I walk out to the goat paddock, I have my feed and also my backpack full of goodies. I have wet wipes and iodine, bacterial spray, and usually a jar or two just to collect the milk before I bring it into the house. And I actually feed the goats a mixture of alfalfa pellets and all-stock grain. The all-stock really is just a filler. It's not much, and at different times of the year, if I was milking, say in February, I'd be feeding them something with a little bit higher protein. But as you can see, they are very hungry and ready to go. This is kind of a dance because I'm not feeding them until after I milk my 2 does in milk right now, or the 2 does that I'm milking. So watch out, girlfriends. This is my little milk parlor back here. This is also part-time a kidding stall at times. So I can come in here as fast as I can. There's probably a goat or two that sneaks in. And then I quickly get them out. Usually always the first to milk is Moo Moo. She's about a 3-year-old Nigerian dwarf goat. This is her second kidding. She actually had 2 bucklings, which have already been sold. I milk twice a day while they're still in production. It's April. She had her babies back in February. One thing about my milking routine is I have some goats that kick. These 2 that I'm milking today definitely kick, one more than the other. So I use these things kind of like a hobble. It's just a simple knot. and whenever they close in, it tightens on their foot, and then it'll also loosen up really quickly if I need to get that off. So I put this on both of their feet just as a precautionary. It also helps train them over time. The more that they use these and don't get away with kicking, the less likely they'll be to kick in the future. This is Ida, as you've maybe seen in my last video. She's just in here just to eat snacks. So she's just very lucky to eat snacks and be a distraction. Okay. Ideally, I would like if she wasn't on the milking stand. Let's see how that goes. So to get started, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my chlorhexidine spray, which is called Fight Back. I'm just going to spray the teats a little bit. And I'm going to wipe that with just some regular Cottonelle flushable wipes, unscented. And this just helps dirt and hair that might fall into the milk be a little bit reduced. It's really important if you're going to start a small dairy to be very cognizant of your hygiene in your herd. Mastitis is a real thing, and not all mastitises are contagious, but they often are. There's a staph bacteria in some of them that can go from goat to goat. So it's important to make sure you're having good hygienic routines so that if there is an issue, that you're able to control it, find out how to separate it early. So I usually stick with a quart jar. Both of my girls produce about a pint each morning. So a quart jar kind of fills up between the both of them. And I hand milk. I have used a machine in the past, but when I only have 2 to 3 does or even 4, I'm totally comfortable with hand milking. It is faster, in my opinion. I can have a little bit more control over the process. She's getting a little tired towards the end. Whenever they lay down like this, there's a lot of things that you can do. I do like to just give her a little tickle, and usually that gets her back on her feet and makes her do a nice little stretch. Alrighty, so she's about done. Looks pretty good. So I take the same spray, the Fight Back, at the end, and I make sure to spray it in the teat orifice. That just helps close that little seal. It's kind of like a wax seal during the day, so any bacteria from soil or anything that could be in the bedding is less likely to get in there. Those bacteria is what causes mastitis. Staph is in a bunch of soil just naturally. So you could just get it randomly. Not always. Mastitis isn't always something that's comes from poor management, but it can excel and spread through poor dairy management. All right, Julia! Julia! Come on, Julia. Julia! Pico, you'll go later. Pico, you'll go later. Stop fighting me. So my next doe is Julia. She is milk stand trained. She is also She's also 3 years old, and this is her second kidding. This is her udder whenever she is gonna be milked for the day. Or this morning, I guess. So I showed the new baby in a short reel, but we recently had little Chimichanga born. He's a new buckling. And he's so beautiful and sweet. He's a nice golden brown, blue eyes, super friendly and cute. Look at him. He's just precious. We've had some beautiful yellow warbler fledglings around the property and in the garden lately. And it's just been a joy to watch them try to gain their bearings on some of their first walks on their own. I have seen their mom bounce down a couple times and give them some worms, which has been adorable. I have the milk from here. All I really do is I get a clean jar, still a little water in there, my filter right here, and then I'm gonna be pouring the jar through the filter. And mostly this is just getting any dirt or hairs. This isn't saving you from bad bacterias, E. coli, listeria, salmonella. Not trying to scare anyone, but this is why pasteurization was created, is because of bacteria like that. So this, once you chill it, you can choose to drink it raw or pasteurize it. I do drink it raw for the most part. Now, if you were pregnant, serving it to somebody a little bit elderly, definitely highly recommend pasteurization. That just makes it safer overall. I am taking a risk every time I'm drinking raw milk. But I love the taste. It should last about, has a shorter shelf life whenever it's raw. I would say try to drink it or do something with it within 2 to 3 days. And I make sure to put the fresh ones in the back of the fridge, just because that's where it's coldest. And that's it. Well, thank you all for just watching my daily milking routine. I'm gonna be spending the day with these little guys, going to drop off my last 3 wethers to a wonderful person. They're going to a fantastic home, and then I'll be adding Pico de Gallo to my milking program in the afternoon. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. Have a fabulous day. Jesus Cristo. Jesus Cristo. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, very good. Yeah, eat my skirt. I heard that tastes good. Oh my goodness, you're such a little punk. You're a little punk. You know that. Oh, he's gonna buck me. Hey, little bucker.